All right, gotta do some unboxing. Where's my cutting tool for that? Perfect. Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez and today I'm going to unbox Concordia. Now, I've heard a lot of great things about this game. I know a lot of people think extremely highly of it. And to be honest, whenever I looked at it online, I saw pictures, it just didn't really excite me. I'll tell you the truth there. That being said, it's not for the... I heard people complain a lot about the art on this cover, and I actually don't have an issue with it. So I'm not sure if it was even this version or if there's maybe a different version with uglier art. I think it looks fine. But it just didn't really jump out at me. But I also didn't play a lot of really just full-on Euro games. And if you've been following the channel, you know, recently I played Praga Caput Regni and really liked it. So maybe I'm a Euro convert. I'm not sure. So I finally picked this up and I decided we'll go ahead and crack this open and see what I think of the components now. Because I may have a little bit different viewpoint of this now that I've dipped my toes in the Euro waters. So Concordia. So this came out in 2013, so it's definitely a little bit on the older side, for sure. The description is, 2,000 years ago, the Roman Empire ruled the lands around the Mediterranean Sea. With peace at the borders, harmony inside the provinces, uniform law, and a common currency, the economy thrived and gave rise to mighty Roman dynasties as they expanded throughout the numerous cities. Guide one of these dynasties and send colonists to the remote realms of the empire. Develop your trade network and appease the ancient gods for their favor, all to gain the chance to emerge victorious. So this is a strategy game where you're trying to develop your economy. It's for 2 to 5 players, ages 14 and up. There's not any war, I don't believe, in this. This is a peaceful strategy game, so I'm assuming we're not attacking each other. So let's crack this open and see what we think. So I'm going to go ahead and get my trusty cutter. Get around the edge here. Oops. Okay, there we go. Along. Oh, it's going right through. All right, good. All right, so let me tear this open. And I'm actually really excited about this. You know, this is, like I said, a game I'd heard about for so long. And I feel like it's very possible that I misjudged this particular game. So if you were in the same boat as me and you've been curious about this one, hopefully you can get something out of this unboxing here. So let me take off the lid. It's a very long box. I don't know if you're noticing. It's like from my elbow almost to the tip of my fingers. I almost called them my toes. I'm very confused, apparently. So it's been a long day, folks. I'm doing the best I can. So let me take this off of here. And, oh boy, so right away there's a lot of stuff to look at. Okay. This has our setup on there, it looks like. Oh, in 2 different languages. That looks like German to my untrained eye. Worth noting, I know this game has won a ton of awards too. It's not just people I'm seeing online saying they like it. It won a ton of awards. It said a lot of them on the back, and I could not pronounce most of them, to be honest. So rather than butcher them, just trust me, it's won a lot of awards. You could probably look that up, and you can read it for yourself and pronounce it however you like. So I know with the Kennerspiel des Jahres, I think in 2013, that is as fancy as I'm going to get with that. So, but you know, it's well thought of is the point. So, okay, that's got our setup on there. Cool. Oh, ooh. This is neat. Okay, so this is something that I love. It talks about historical information about the divinities, cities, and provinces that play a role in Concordia. And there's also a variant in here, apparently. I love this because I'm not really a history buff. I think I could have been, but history classes are usually presented in the most boring way possible, I always found. And so I just never really got too into history because it was always about memorizing dates and whatnot. And that's just not, it's just not something I enjoy. But in this case, we're tying it to a game, which is fantastic. I don't know that you learn while you play, but I like that it talks about Britannia, Gallia, Hispania, Germania, I don't know, Italia, and Mauritania. See, I haven't even heard. I mean, I know what some of these are now, of course, but a lot of these I'm not too familiar with. So that's really cool. I'm excited about this. Oh, and it's got like the modern names of all these places too. Some of them are in ruins now, and has their current population, it looks like, as well. That's really neat. I like this kind of thing. Oh god, there's even more. There's more land here that I didn't even cover. So there's a lot. There's a lot in here, which is great. I like that kind of thing. So that'll help me get into the game. As you may have gathered, I'm really a theme person. I've got a movie playing in my head whenever I play a game. So if there's not really enough to describe the game, it's a little hard for me to get into. Okay, so this is Concordia game rules, game material, game overview. Is this really all the rules? Is it? Wow. Okay, so people who know this game are maybe laughing at me for this. This seems impossible. That it's this. I mean, we're talking about 4 pages. That seems impossible. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, I feel like I have to be finding another rulebook in this thing. We're going to see if it's just 4 pages, and so much of this too is just describing, it looks like, specific cards, maybe? I'm not sure, but that's almost insane to me, because it looks like, just from an overhead view, that it's going to be a lot more complicated than that. If it's really a 4-page rule book, oh my god. All right, I'm just going to have to rip this. That would be insane. I don't know how I managed to not hear about that before. So we have, I'm going to guess these are player boards. And then these maybe, I'm really just guessing here. I'm guessing these maybe go in the slots, the archways you have. I'm not sure if that's correct. Okay, and there's more stuff on the back, which is fascinating. So I don't know what all this does yet because I haven't read the rules. But I'm still blown away if it's a 4-page rule book. I don't even understand. My brain's having trouble putting this together, how this could be. So we got a lot of... I'm guessing they're coins. Yeah, they're coins. I couldn't tell what the picture was on them first, but we got some heads and horseback riders and whatnot. So these are going to be gold or silver or whatnot in the game. Looks like. There's another maybe player board. I'm calling them a player board because that's what I assume they are. Might not be. But, oh, okay. So here's the map. Let's get this out here. Or the player board, I should say. And then I think maybe there's a different player board depending on, or use a different size depending on how many players you have. We're not going to be able to get this whole thing in the picture. We're just not going to. Let me flip this around. So, but I'll try to like scroll this a little bit as best as I can using just my arms here. But there's a lot going on. And I have to tell you, looking at this board now in person, it's a lot prettier than I gave it credit for. You know, I think I could have sworn the one I saw was a little bit different looking than this, but I might be completely crazy. So I think it actually looks really nice. So I'm excited about that. It's prettier than I thought it was going to be. And I'm really excited to try this one just because I've heard so many good things, and I'll like to do a review on this one as well. You know, part of the point of my channel is that I don't want to just stick to new games. And I know a lot of the games I've done so far have been kind of on the newer side, just because I want people to get excited about the channel, and I think more people are probably going to get excited when they see the newer games, but I want to do those older games too, because I like discovering things that are, you know, maybe not the brand newest thing, and sometimes those are better than the newer things. So, all right, let's open. This is a big bag of wooden pieces. Wow, there's a lot in here. I'm gonna have to separate these out because it's gonna drive me nuts to have to like dig through all the different colors. Holy smokes! I'm not gonna pull out everything. In fact, I'm gonna try to maybe focus on one color. So you have. I'm gonna guess that this is. Here, so we get that a little closer. I never go the right way when I try to get something close to the camera. I never do. It looks like maybe a boat. I'm guessing, or a really goofy lizard's hat, but I'm pretty sure it's a boat. That's just a blue square. Not very exciting looking, but there it is. This looks like maybe a house, dwelling of some sort. Let's see if I see anything else that's different in here to show you. I'm assuming all the colors have pretty much all the same things. Okay, here's more of a little bit of a traditional meeple there. Not quite the very traditional type, but Looks kind of cool. And is that it? That might be it for all the different kinds of things. But holy smokes, there's a horde of them in here. There's really a lot. Okay, so there's like a grayish one. And I don't know, I didn't see this for the blue, but I might just be missing it because there's so many. I'm going to have to separate these colors out. But this is a big, just sack of wooden pieces, which is really cool. You know, as much as I'm a fan of miniatures and I like the, you know, pretty sculpts and all that, there is something about just meeples and other wooden pieces that I really enjoy. I don't know, there's something about the feel of them. You know, they're obviously a lot simpler than a miniature would be, but you know, I think for some things they're more well suited. So, yeah, I like this. That's awesome. All right, so let me open up this deck of cards here. Let's see. It looks like it has a tearaway thing. The problem with these little tearaway things is I can never seem to find the start of them very well. Okay, oh, here, this is easy. All right. All right, so I don't expect these cards are going to have a lot of meaning to me right now. Architects, Diplomat, Mercator, Prefect, or Prefect, Senator, Tribune, Architect, Diplomat. Okay, so... yeah, okay, so it's pretty much the same things over again. I think there's some little differences here and there. It looks like they've got something with the gods. There's some tools involved sometimes. Ooh, wine. Hey, a game with wine. That's not bad. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know the meaning of these things yet, but there's a lot of good information on the cards. Wow, I'm still blown away by the 4 pages, to be honest with you. But I mean, you have a board, you have a ton of meeples, and you got a deck of cards, a bunch of tokens. I don't know how they can summon or summarize all that in 4 pages, but if they can, they can. That's amazing. Oh, and this is all important here. A bag full of little baggies, which I'm guessing is for all those different colored wooden bits. So that's great, because I'm definitely going to need to use that or something. So, well, I'm excited to try this out now. I really am, especially because it doesn't look like I'll have to learn hundreds of pages of rules to figure it out. And when I do get some plays in, and I feel like I know it well enough to talk about it intelligently, I'll do a review of it, and you can see what I think after I've shunned this game for years and years. We can talk about how right or how wrong I was, and honestly, I'm not going to be surprised to find out if I am very wrong. That could certainly be the case. But anyway, that is the unboxing of Concordia. That is by Rio Grande Games, I believe, and PD Games, it looks like. So, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe and click the bell icon so you can find out when I next put a video out. And I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at all games new and old. Thanks. Have a good day.